Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Malema Beverly. So I only came here to tell you that the temple of the Lord has enlarged. As you can see, this dress doesn't fit me no more, and I have a belly. So I'm gonna show you how this looked. Okay, hold on. So I wore this dress for my graduation in 2019. Like, I can't breathe in this. I can't walk. I can't bend. I can't do anything. It's too tight. Anyway, welcome to my channel. My name is Malema Beverly. So I thought maybe I should come back and let you know where I've been at. I've been around. Let's catch up. Let's do this. Don't mind my messy hair. Can look cute. It's just that right now I don't feel like looking cute. No, it ain't happening. So this year, starting from last year has been eventful, and this year as well. One, because of the COVID, everything has been a mess, from business to social life to working, and everything was just one big mess. So yeah, fast forward into the year 2021. The year I learned so much. The year I cried so much. The year I always hear people saying they're falling into depression or they're depressed. And I've never really been to that rock bottom. Like, I felt sad. I felt like I don't want to go anywhere. I felt like sleeping in. I felt like leaving jobs and all of that. But I never really considered it as depression. I don't know. But some people say I'm in denial. I've been through it. They've seen me go through it. And I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. I don't know. I'm not deep into this thing. Because I feel like there are people out there that are really depressed. I know a couple of them that I'm just always like, man, God, please get these people out of this situation, because it ain't conducive. Yeah. Hold on. Anyway, when I said this year we grew, I meant in so many ways. Like, I got a job, and I think pertaining my career or my studies, I've grown, because I'm doing something that I really didn't do at school. It's a little bit of a diversion, but it's still in the same line. And I'm growing in the sense that I'm learning so many new things every day. Like, every day. Shout out to all the accountants out there. I don't know how you guys keep it down. And I'm just impressed. I'm just impressed with how you guys do things. Anyway, so then I joined a book club that I feel like, oh my God, the girl's growing, because now we're disciplined. We're getting into a habit of becoming avid readers and all of that. This is what I'm reading at the moment. One, this is, this ring light. Okay. Poverty Proof, 50 Ways to Train Your Mind for Wealth. It's written by Douglas Kruger. Try and get yourself this one and try and read it. I'm only gonna start reading it today, if not tomorrow, and it takes me at least 2 weeks to finish this baby if I'm busy. But if I'm not busy, I think a week, 4 days can do. And then I'm reading this other one here. Oh my God. Alright. Here it is. Side hustle. What's that? Build a side business and make extra money without quitting your day job. If you still want to hold on to your jobs, but you're trying to diversify your money, invest in different things, I think this would be a good read for you, because it kind of broadens your mind about developing other income streams, which I believe is very vital for everybody to do, because you can't rely on one thing. What if that thing one day you're retrenched, or one day you're told there's no money in the company and everybody should just go home, or you're just dismissed. You're dismissed because you did something wrong, and after that nobody can take you in. Anyway, so guys, I'm still shocked at how not fitting this dress is. But anyway, so this part is called We Cried So Much in the year 2021. It's unbelievable. So let's just pray I don't cry. This year my grandmother decided it's time. I need to go back home, be reunited with my own mom. And that happened, I think, in July. And we were not ready. We were not ready in the sense that, especially the elderly, you find that most of them pass away because they had like an illness that took forever. Guys, my grandmother was sick for 3 days straight, and that was it. I don't want to try, and I already have my own theories in my head of what happened. One, after getting her COVID vaccine, the second one, she got really sick. But I didn't think much of that. And then two, when we were at hospital, the way that doctor assisted her, I just felt like she was just... If she was tired, it's fine. I mean, she did an overnight shift. But like the way she was handling her, it was as if like she didn't want to do it. I felt like she misdiagnosed because she didn't give us the time to explain what had happened the day before. And the day before, she was administered with all kinds of medicines. So now I felt like it was an overdose because this lady never asked us what was going on, what my grandmother was given the day before. Yet I explained that, ma'am, we took her to the hospital yesterday. I think you'd want to see her medical records. And she was just like, what do you know? She didn't say, what did you know? She didn't give me the time or day. And then I was just like, okay, let me leave her do what she knows what she's doing. I mean, she's a professional and I'm not. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. And then I was just in the lobby chilling. Next thing I see an oxygen tank passing by. And it's going to the ER. And I'm like, no. I see the doctor's moving an oxygen tank close to the ER. Guys, I'm just gonna loosen this a bit because wow, I am not breathing for shiz. So this oxygen tank is being moved towards the room that she's in, and I'm like, she was fine. I mean, she didn't need oxygen. She's been breathing fine by herself. She's fine. I don't understand what the oxygen tank is for. So I'm panicking. At the time, I was with Kloklo and my mom. So it was just like, no, relax, don't worry, it's nothing big. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Next thing, I see a nurse coming out, and he calls, yo, my brother. Cause when we entered the hospital, she couldn't move her legs. Like every time she tried to stand by herself, her legs would just wiggle, right? And she had never walked with crutches. She's never been on a wheelchair. This was the first time this thing is happening. So Dodla had to carry her into the hospital. So this lady calls him and says, come help us carry her. It looks like we're taking her to a different hospital or referring her. And I'm just there like, no, it's not that deep. Why are we transferring her, guys? I was so pissed at the same time, disappointed at the same time. I was really sad. Like, I was so sad. The day before, I felt like something was wrong. But I was just like, okay, you know what? Let me just pray and say, you know what, God, let your will be done. Literally, I've never prayed a prayer like that in my life. I was just like, how can I pray as this? Why am I praying like this? But I prayed anyway, and I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm going to leave it to God. So now, Dlodlo and the rest of the nurses are carrying my grandmother into the ambulance. And she looks at me and she says, Muwa wa kgaoga. And I'm like, ma'am, no, don't say that to me right now. I don't want to hear you saying that. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. That whole time I'm saying you're gonna be fine. And because we came with one car, we came with my mom's car. And then I was like, yo, mama, just go with her. Go with grandma. We'll meet you at the hospital. And then I think there was a trainee doctor somewhere in the hospital. She came to me and she was like, yo, you know where she's being transferred, there isn't enough blankets. Can you please get her blankets? Because that place can get really cold. And I'm like, okay, cool. And mind you, I know people are thinking probably it was COVID and all of that. She got tested 1,000 times. She was tested on Monday, Tuesday, all kind of tests, and none of them came positive. Like, she was clean the whole way, so it wasn't COVID. And so my mom rides with her to the hospital, and Claire and I just grab her blankets real quick and drive to the hospital. Upon arriving to the hospital, we see my mom in the lobby, and we're like, oh, okay, how's grandma? And she's like, they're resuscitating her, but don't worry, everybody's like, she's gonna be fine, she's gonna be fine. And we're standing there with a couple of doctors, and the other man is like, no, she's going to be fine. So we're becoming a little at ease. You know what? Grandma is fine. She's gonna be fine. Cool. 5 minutes later, they call my mom. And then she walks in to the room where she was. She was in the ER again. And they tell her, your mother is gone. My mother comes back. My mother comes back and she calls us out, and I'm like, no, you know what? That's not a good sign. Mama never calls us out anyway. If she wants to talk, she talks next to us. What is going on? And they're like, no, don't worry. Maybe something serious, but not extremely serious. And I'm thinking probably they saw something in her, some new thing that can be treated or whatever. As we walk out, Mama tells us, okay, take a sit. I sit down. And then she tells me, Isby's gone. Guys, if I didn't die that day, I don't think I'm dying anytime soon. Okay? So I'm just there chilling. What am I talking about? I was crying. I was crying. I cried so much. I walked and I didn't know where I was going. I just walked. I found myself in some, I don't know where I was, but some lady came behind me and she said she saw me walking and she decided to just stick with me. And she holds me and tells me, you know what? One thing about me, if you tell me something about God, that just automatically comforts me. She tells me I shouldn't worry. God is with me. God is with all of us. And He'll never leave us nor forsake us. And I'm just standing there and I'm like, my grandmother and I were best friends. Like, we had so much planned. I adored that woman. And she adored me in the most weirdest ways. She just loved me. And she loved me unconditionally. She never kept records of my wrong. I saw Jesus through that woman. If it wasn't because of my grandmother, I probably wouldn't have been saved. Because that woman just loved me so much. Like, I remember one time somebody was telling her something that I did. And she's just like, it was a mistake. It was a genuine mistake. She normally doesn't do that. And she'll rectify. And I'm like, ma'am, did you hear what you were just told? I did that. And she's just like, no, I know you. I know what you're capable of. I know your potential. And that is way out of your reach. It was a mistake. And she's never brought it up. Like, never. That woman was my rock. That woman was my everything. I don't know how possible it is for me to go on ever since she's left, but I mean, that was July or in November. I think if I haven't died now, then I guess I really am trusting God. I guess God didn't leave me nor forsake me. And then that happened. We managed to bury her in the time that we had planned to bury her. So that happened, and you know what's weird is my grandmother passed away the week I got employed. I just smiled because my grandmother she's always said words to me. Like, she'd speak life into my life. She'd be like, you'll get a job, this kind of job, at this kind of place. You're going to earn so much money. I still believe that whatever she's spoken in my life is going to happen. And I carry it in my heart. Because, I mean, that was my girl. And she knew me. She knew where I wanted to go, where I was headed. And she's always been 100% with me. So, yeah. Okay, that happened, and we managed to bury Grandma. And then I moved out. I don't think I want to share the reason. I moved out. This is why I'm standing, because my moving out is kind of different and weird and everything. I don't exactly have everything in place, but once I do, maybe I'll start taking videos by the table or by my bed without a headboard. Till then, I'll be doing this. I hope I'll be consistent this time, but I really want to try this thing. I really want to try this thing because I want to do vlogmas. Vlogmas ke mo hinkan. Vlogmas because masagar. I want to do vlogmas. I want to do all these things. So I just pray I keep up with this thing. I'm not good at it. I don't know if I'm not entertaining enough. I don't know if I speak slowly or low. But I think if I continue being consistent, someday I'll get it right. Even if it's not now. But I intend on building this platform because what I want to do in future might need me to be able to do things like this. So yeah. Oh, by the way, what I want to do in future is act. I love acting. That's what I applied for at UB. And then my mom was like, girl, so I gave you 320 to go apply for drama. Mama, it's called theater. But trust me, I love the program of study that I did at varsity. I did banking and finance, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I love it. It's in the stream of what I've always wanted to do, and I don't regret not going to UB. I mean, I met amazing people along the road. Okay, you know what? I was just saying hi, bye, life update. That's it. Peace out. See you around.